Hello and welcome to week 5 of the WPF Delta Draft League. My name is Scribbles. I coach the Colorado Cavalians, and this week we're up against Tony and the Austin FC Deerlings. That's a tricky one to say. You can notice the team's a little different. Made some transactions. I've got a separate video kind of covering my thoughts on that. Jump into the builder here. I'm going to start with a different set rather than my first set, which is this Choice Scarf Initiative. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a set and realized something and then just been locked in on it. That's what happened here. I noticed that base 70 max speed timid was 134, and 134 is always a number that sticks out to me because that at +1 outspeeds base 130s. So that hits 201. Choice Scarf Initiative outspeeds Mega Gengar. Choice Scarf Shadow Ball into Gengar. Mega Gengar can be an OHKO. With Helping Hand support, it pretty much always is. So I got locked in on the set super early, and this is what I was going to run this week, pretty much regardless, which I don't think is a good idea. I just love the idea of this set, especially into my opponent's team. So the moveset here, Shadow Ball to hit Gengar, Machagacha hits Mamoswine and Rotom Wash for heavy damage, Scald hits Incineroar. So the coverage here is really good. And then the last move, I went back and forth on a few things. I considered Leaf Storm, which is like a guaranteed OHKO into Rotom and Mamoswine. I ended up going with Rage Powder because I wanted to support the setup options on the team and kind of the rest of the team. I also considered Trick Room, Scarf Trick Room, which is a wild set, but I imagined after Choice Scarf was revealed that pressure for the opponent to click Tailwind. So I ended up going with Rage Powder because I think it supports Mega Gallades, who I also think has a good matchup this week, and its setup. The rest of the spread, I think 16 special attack was something that guaranteed with Helping Hand I would kill max HP Mega Gengar through Light Screen or something like that. The invest here, 16 defense, 1 HP, ensures that I live Icicle Crash from Jolly Mamoswine. I was a little bit worried about Scarf Mamoswine, so I live Jolly, and if they're adamant, I outspeed and can KO with Machagacha. And then the one Spadef, I don't remember what it does. It does something, but I can't remember offhand now. I went with Heat Proof because this is probably going to be a lead rather than something in the back. And so having the damage resist into Incineroar was really valuable. The defense spread, I also live everything but Knockoff from Incineroar, which is really useful because it seems like it could be a very common lead against my team. So this was designed around Tinkaton as a lead partner with Fake Out, Helping Hand, Wood Hammer, Gigaton Hammer. And so the idea was opposing Pokemon, if they click Fake Out, Helping Hand will out prioritize that. And so I could Helping Hand into Sinistcha, get an attack off, whether it's Machagacha or Shadow Ball, and do massive amounts of damage. And then Sinistcha would still be in and available to provide additional support. Fake Out's there to help enable setup. It also allows me to Fake Out on lead to let Sinistcha get a couple attacks in depending on what they end up bringing. Gigaton Hammer hits a lot of the opposing team. This is, I think, has a good chance to OHKO Mega Gengar. I think has a good chance. I think it pretty much OHKOs Mamoswine. So Steel is pretty good into the opposing team. They have a couple fairies as well, Clefable, that could redirect my attacks. What's the other? And then Whimsicott. And then Woodhammer allowed me to hit Palafin and Rotom Wash, who would otherwise be able to resist Gigaton Hammer. I went with Shuka Berry just so that Mamoswine couldn't OHKO me, and so I'd be able to get off that Gigaton Hammer, or, if I went Helping Hand into Gigaton Hammer, that would be an option. Own Tempo prevents Intimidate from affecting Tinkaton, which is really great. Keeps its attack high against Incineroar leads. And then Shuka Berry, like I mentioned, was for Mamoswine. It's a very simple set otherwise. So I'll kind of get into the other ones now. Dragapult was an alternate lead for Sinistcha. With the Kasib Berry, it does take a hit from Gengar, and it also can, with Helping Hand support, Shadow Ball should OHKO any Mega Gengar. Flamethrower allows me to hit Scizor, and then Hydro Pump is for Incineroar that would otherwise threaten me. The speed investment here is just for Modest Gengar and Timid Whimsicott. I thought looking at the speed tiers, they would likely go Modest Gengar, based on the fact that they're not going to outspeed Dragapult anyway, and the next Mon in the speed tiers that they would have to, worry about to some degree would be Heliolisk, which they already outspeed as Modest. So I kind of took a risk here and just crept Modest Gengar rather than going for Timid Most of that was because I need the extra damage from Shadow Ball to secure some of those KOs. Heliolisk here, I'm not going with the kind of standard-ish set that I've started to run a lot with the Choice Scarf, Shed Tail, Glare. Instead I went with a Focus Sash, Thunderbolt, Electro Whip, Grass Knot, Protect. This just outspeeds the Adamant or Modest base 100s on their team, and otherwise it just maximized damage and then just a little bit of HP. Since I'm already using Shukaberry and it was super not bulky anyway, I felt like the Focus Sash was my best item, and then Dry Skin is super useful in the Palafin. This makes it very difficult for Palafin to, makes it impossible for Palafin to OHKO me, but it makes this a very good switch-in for Palafin, as their water moves all just absorb the Dry Skin, and then I'm able to 2-hit KO them with Thunderbolt even through Drain Punch recovery. Grass Knot has a good chance to OHKO. Mamoswine, it's a heavy Pokemon. Somehow the Rotom forms are all super light, which I don't understand. Rotom Wash is a washing machine. Washing machines aren't that light. I guess in the scheme of Pokemon, they're not that heavy, but yeah, it's just 20 base power there, which is unfortunate. But Thunderbolt's neutral, so that's not too bad. Mega Gyarados here hits 124 speed, which outspeeds Mega Gengar at +1, and I think it outspeeds, I don't know if it was Scizor or some other Pokemon on their team at max speed. I don't know if it was Scizor or Incineroar, but either way, the investment made sense to me, and then aside from that, it's just a boosting jump point in attack, and then the rest dumped in HP. The moveset Waterfall, Power Whip, Iron Head, and Dragon Dance. This hits everything on the team really well. Waterfall hits Incin, Mamoswine. Those are the two main ones, and it's also Stab into Gengar. At +1, Gengar takes a ton of damage. Power Whip is great into Palafin and Rotom Wash, who otherwise would be very difficult to hit. And then Iron Head lets him hit the fairies. I wanted to, tech on a Flamethrower or something like that for Scizor, which can be a bit annoying otherwise. So I wanted to fit it, I just didn't see anywhere to put it, and I really wanted Dragon Dance on the set to kind of go along with Tinkaton and Sinistcha as an option for good damage. We already talked about Tinkaton, the last member of the team. I kind of went back and forth between Slowbro Galar, Corviknight. As I mentioned, Steel has a pretty good matchup here. And then Mega Tyranitar. I didn't want to do the double Mega, and to be honest, Mega Tyranitar, it kind of got beat down by Intimidate cycling, as well as it's not good into ground. Palafin can do a lot of damage into it, so I didn't like it. And so I kind of went with this Slowbro set for a couple reasons. One, it allows me to ignore speed control with Quick Lock, Quick Draw. I don't really need to focus on that. And then I think it bluffs a Trick Room set from Sinistcha a little bit better, so it kind of puts that in my opponent's mind on lead. I don't know how much that's actually worth, but it kind of was a consideration for me. The moveset, Psyshock, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Muddy Waters, again, just really good coverage in the opposing team. Psyshock should OHKO Mega Gengar. Sludge Bomb is secondary stab, and then also hits Whimsicott. Flamethrower for Scizor, and Muddy Water hits Incin and Mamoswine and different Pokemon that are weak to water. We kind of covered this already. It's a jump point special attack, max HP. The defense investment allows me to live all but one roll from Incineroar's attacks that aren't knockoff, so like Throat Chop and such things. And then there's 1 point special defense. There was something that did that I can't remember now. Quick Clock, Quick Draw is like a 44% activation. Basically, if I can get this in most any position, it'll be hugely impactful, just because I'm able to invest in special attack and HP, and so I don't have to worry about my speed at all. And like I said, it kind of bluffs Trick Room. I considered having Trick Room as the last move here, but the rest of the team is not really built for Trick Room, so I don't have to get too much of an advantage, and I'd kind of rather just be attacking with it. So that's the team. We'll see how the battle goes. Alright, so most of what I expected, no Palafin, which I'm actually okay with, because Palafin does a lot of damage. Scizor is actually not too bad for me overall. I think I am going to go with my Sinistcha Tinkaton lead. And then in the back, I think I do want to bring Slowbro and Gyarados. Slowbro should do really well into a lot of Pokemon, and then if I happen to get lucky with Quick Claw, that'll be great. It does great into Scizor and Whimsicott. Does okay into Rotom. But yeah, these four I think should be my best bet. So against a Mamoswine, so I don't think they'll ever Tailwind in my face. My team looks pretty Trick Room heavy, aside from Dragapult and maybe Heliolisk. Aside from that, I could see opponent running Scarf, things like that. So yeah, I think turn 1, I almost certainly just go with my strategy here, especially into Gengar, Mamoswine, or Rotom. Just helping hand and trying to get as much damage with Initiative as possible. So let's see how that goes. Game 2 pivot, I obviously have options with setup and things like that. So yeah, let's go with this. And we'll see what they lead. I think this strategy is super, super risky, but we'll see how it goes. If I'm able to get a KO or a lot of damage turn 1, I think I'm in okay shape. So let's see what they lead. Bastion and Kirby. Okay. So yeah, I think this is just... So this is an interesting one. I think they're going to want to try and deny Trick Room. So I think I actually... This is tough. So I have Fake Out available. Also have Helping Hand Machagacha. I think I want to just go with... this is tough. I think I just want to go with the Machagacha Helping Hand. Let's see what they have here. Okay, well that's obviously bad. I only died to knockoff, I think. Okay, Flare Blitz I'm okay with. Kind of. I guess I can get in Gyarados now, and I should have free setup. I take a ton from recoil. Yeah, I think I go to Gyarados. Get off and Intimidate, not into their Mamoswine, but that's okay. So I think here I'm gonna go for another, well, I don't have a choice, I'm gonna go for another Machagacha. And I'm gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve here. I'm trying to think what Mamoswine could have. I don't think you can really have anything to punish me. And I'd rather not get hit with an ice move. So I'm guessing Mamoswine is Sash based on that. So turn 1 didn't go great for me. Okay, I'm very happy with this switch. This is gonna do a ton of damage. Okay. So a burn on Mamoswine would be very nice. I did. Okay, okay, we're in business here. Citrus, that's fine. The burn is huge. I sometimes survive this. Yeah, it looks like I would have survived anyway. But obviously that burn makes a huge difference. And the Rotom was Citrus Berry. So it recovered 33%. I'm gonna just go with another Machagacha and gosh, I'm just completely blank. Why am I blanking on what Citrus Berry does? That's so ridiculous. 25%, okay. So that means that my initial attack took him down to 34. So yeah, that should KO. So I'm gonna go ahead and Dragon Dance again. I could of course miss. Okay, they protect, that's great. Ice Shard's not killing. Now if I miss here, I'm in trouble. So I get that KO. Recover a bit too. How instant can come in. It gets an Intimidate off. I think I just attack again. I mean, I Matcha Gotcha and Waterfall the instant. They can fake out and like T-Bolt or Wisp or something, but I don't think that's the biggest deal. So initial will recover up quite a bit. I should slow down a little bit on these turns. So worst case would be like a burn from Rotom. But that's not even that bad. Because then they don't get any damage. Yeah. Passion's not saving you, not at +2. And then Matcha's single target. So that should KO. Okay, so it's Pasho Instant. Sin, Citrus, Rotom. I suspect Sash Mamo. And what's their last? They bring Gengar. Yeah, they brought Gengar. Okay. I think it doesn't really matter what I do here. I'll just Matcha Gotcha and Waterfall. I do outspeed Gengar, so with both my Pokemon. Well, this actually be useful to see what the speed tier interaction is here. If it survives +2. I don't think it does though. Okay, it doesn't. Cool. Okay. So we got the game 1 victory. I think a lot thanks to Scarf Sinistcha. I think I go with the same lead. What's my other option? The other option would be like Dragapult. Whoa. What? What are you doing? Why are you backing out of the room? The game just backed up, I guess? I don't know. That was weird. Okay, so now I suspect they'll be more interested in getting like a Tailwind or something up. If they don't have Tailwind, what options do they really have? I think... I really want to go with the same thing, to be honest. Because I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if I'll get quite as much opportunity to set up. The only thing I might change actually is maybe bring Dragapult. Instead of Slowbro. I could also bring Heliolisk. I don't think Heliolisk is very good though. Not into what they brought. No, I'm gonna go with the same thing. It depends. If they have Tailwind on their Whimsicott, I suspect they'll go for it here. But I can fake Whimsicott out. Okay. I mean, obvious play here is going to be to switch. But yeah, I'm just going to go for this. I don't care. They could protect. There's a lot of things they could do. I guess you wouldn't mega necessarily unless you... well, you might mega and protect, because then you're mega evolved for later. Protect has lower priority in helping hand, so they can still protect. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Very predictable on my part. That's fine. I think I still just get Gyarados in and I start Dragon Dancing up. The question is if they switch out, which I think they might. I don't have a great option for that, so I'll just attack. So obviously a fake out into Incineroar there was way better. I got kind of greedy. Fake out Scald would have been really good. Okay, that's fine. Omega. Okay, Scissors fine. So their Incineroar is -1, so I will survive. They could have Wisp on their Incineroar, which would be really annoying. Throw a Chop, sure. I take that pretty comfortably. I need to look up a damage calc for +1 here. Mega +1 into Incineroar. Set doesn't have Waterfall. They have Pasho. It's doing something like 73. Yeah, okay. I guess it's probably smart to... No, I'll Shadow Ball here and Waterfall into Incin. That's fine. Crit would be great. Bug Bite does a lot. Did I ever switch out here? I think I might. I need to keep Gyarados alive. I lose a speed boost, but I get Intimidate back later. Okay. That could be fine. It was a good play on their part. So here, I guess I don't intimidate back, that's right. Who do I need to kill here? I really wish I'd protect at this moment. I need to kill Whimsicott. Okay. I can still win depending on what set Scyther is. Knockoff's bad. Yeah, okay, I'm out. I can't win this one. Without, I guess I still have Quick Draw. So if Quick Draw activates here, question is, do they protect? I don't think knockoff into knockoff KOs now that I've lost my item. I guess oh, they still have, yeah, okay, I'm way out here. Double quick draw activation if they fake out and knock off. Okay, if I'd gotten a quick draw there, I might win. I guess I would have still needed 2 quick draws, so no quick draws that game. I still think my lead works fine. I'm trying to think, maybe... I think I mixed it up to Dragapult this time. And maybe I have Sinistcha in the back. So I think if I just didn't make the very obvious play, it might have been okay. Turn 1. I think I should still bring Gyarados, though Tailwind is annoying. I have to get to +3. I need to be slower with Mega, clicking Mega for some of my Pokemon. So do I bring Slowbro or do I bring Dragapult? I think I still like Slowbro. Man. Yeah, I'm just gonna run back. I kind of wanted to bring Dragapult that game. Maybe I should have. Knockoff from Scizor is really annoying. Okay, this time he just led with the Tailwind mode. So yeah, I'm just gonna straight Gigaton Hammer and switch in Gyarados. We're gonna have to play this kind of slow here. So they don't need to Tailwind here. And with the Intimidate, I should survive with Tinkaton. Question is whether or not they're Protect. The other option would have been Fake Out and Scald. I don't think I like that very much. Okay, they did Protect, which sucks. Okay, that's fine. So I imagine this is Tailwind and like Flare Blitz maybe? I'm still gonna Dragon Dance here. I could get hit with a Parting Shot. Okay. Mega. So they sent in Scizor, which is fine. They don't have Tailwind up. So I don't want to see Parting Shot. That would be very bad. Low Kick, okay. They predicted a Mega. Alright, Quick Draw, Quick Claw. Let's fucking go. Come on. I could go for the Waterfall Flinch. 44%. I missed a couple 20%, so getting one here would be nice. They're gonna survive with Pasho. Again, I could flinch. They could double the Slowbro, which probably KOs with Throat Chop knockoff. But if I hit Quick Draw, yes. Oh, that's perfect. That's fine. No Sash, perfect. Okay, so Scissor down. To go into Incin, I think I can 2-hit KO with Waterfall at this point. I am +1 speed, so I don't think Gengar is a good choice for them. I think they're gonna want to get Tailwind up. There's Gengar. I'm pretty sure Slowbro dies. I'm Mega here. Oh my god, I got it again. Looks like they protected though. Or maybe they didn't. If they Tailwinded here, I think I win. I think Mega Activation's random. So I don't think that tells me speed. I did EV to be faster than Modest Gengar because I thought they could go Modest. Okay, they did protect. Okay, Encore's mean the Flamethrower, I guess. Now they don't get Tailwind. Which means Gengar's gonna outspeed. It's gonna be +1. So I have Fake Out. It's fine. Is it fine? I guess. I think I should switch Slowbro out, but I don't want to this turn. Man, if that Psyshock had landed, it's so funny. I might kill Gengar here. Or I might do enough damage to put it in range. Okay, they got Wisp. Okay, that's a problem. I think... God, I want to switch out here so bad. Oh, I still got Tinkaton. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna switch. Oh, I can't switch. Okay, that's fine. I just keep flamethrowing. I am going to waterfall into Incin to burn its Pacho. Quick claw, quick draw. So good. That's fine. Okay, so this gets rid of their Pacho Berry. Which means Sinistcha's Scarf may be able to take it out. I don't think... Oh, I got the flinch. Okay, cool. Oh, I can now pick whatever move I want, so I am going to pick Psyshock into this slot, and I am going to Waterfall this slot. And a quick draw here, I win, for sure. Which would be ridiculous, because that would be 3 turns in a row, but I'll take it. The last one obviously didn't matter, and the Encore into Flamethrower is actually pretty annoying, surprisingly. I think this should put Instant into range of Scald. See, here they gotta feel threatened by Slowbro, so I don't know if they go after Slowbro. This feels hard to lose from this position. Oh my god. Slowbro is popping off. Oh my god. 4 in a row. That's ridiculous. I mean, I brought it because it's kind of a cheese set, and it would be able to do this type of thing to my opponent, basically. It kind of gave me a way to ignore speed control, and then I just go ahead and flinch them twice with Waterfall. So yeah, I would say that I hacks them very intensely here, but I got some 50-50s wrong earlier in the game. In game 2 and game 3, to be honest, which were both... It's a good play by my opponent, I think, more so than anything else. And then I think just game 1, the Sinistcha set just caught him off guard. So good game to my opponent. Slowbro is obnoxious, and Quick Draw, Quick Law is a dumb set, but I'm glad it popped off here. All right, well, see you guys next week.